This bag costs 3 lakh rupees. But this person actually buying it earns 3 lakh rupees a year. So, we looked at 10 such brands to find 3 dirty little secrets that they use to brainwash. Look at this bag. Tell me how much does it cost? 3,000 rupees, 30,000, 30 lakh rupees? It's actually 300 rupees. The cost of this bag is basically your raw materials, labor cost and other overheads. The cost isn't that much, but people's perception of it when you actually go to buy it could be lakhs. And I'm not making this up. Dior actually has a 4,800% markup on their products, and Armani buys their bags for around 90 euros and sells it for 1,800 euros. Why is there such a big difference between their manufacturing cost and their selling cost? At some point, of course, the product quality is good and it might make you feel really special. But most of this markup is the feeling that you've got something you can't get anywhere else. It's for the logo. And the insane part about all of this is that sometimes these brands don't even make a product which has utility, like a garbage bag from Balenciaga, which is something you're supposed to wear. And I'm not saying that any luxury product is not utilitarian. So you can look at these brands over here. They all have different prices. This is really expensive, but they all do the same thing. Tell time. My point is simple. As something gets more expensive, the product features get better, the quality gets better. But at a certain point, this stops. And the only way price can go up are not features or better quality, but the product perception. In other words, the brand. Actually, let's just call it the logo. If there's no difference in utility and the price keeps going up,
why the hell are people buying this stuff?
In no circumstance, when the price goes up, demand also goes up. But for luxury items, this is exactly what happens. And this is called the Veblen effect. If you think about what motivates people to live, this human society, people first want to survive, they actually want connection. But right up this hierarchy is this interesting thing called status. If you get something, you're respected by everyone around you. This is why the Veblen effect actually works. If you purchase something which makes your friend go, whoa, you'll actually pay a premium for it. And the luxury companies know this and they understand you. And this is precisely how they brainwash you. In 2008, when all businesses were going to total shit, the one thing a company should do is make its prices more affordable, right? But not luxury brands. LVMH actually increased its prices by 12%. And the profits and revenue actually grew. It's almost as if they understand the psychology so well and that pricing depends on perception and that discounts is something LVMH or any luxury brand will never do. And it's not just LVMH, you can look at the Hermes bags. They are super expensive. Some of them are really tiny, some of them are medium sized, but people are actually paying more every single year. In fact, the resale price of different Birkin bags is much higher than the showroom price. So this is the first dirty little secret, the Veblen effect. But how does a good even become a Veblen good? And to understand this, we'll have to understand dirty little secret number 2. What if money can't buy if you really want something?
What female watches do you have in stock?
What luxury brands do is that they create limited supply and don't allow you to buy it.
Today I only have exhibition, but anything for sale today.
What about in men's?
Again, I don't have any.
There's no watches at all for sale.
Everything is exhibition.
They just simply don't give you access. Everything in the showroom is just for exhibition? I guess the only way to buy it if you get invited. And this is true for handbags as well. And another technique is called clustering. If you look at, say, BMW and Audi, they will segment the audience into various parts and have a more affordable car and a super expensive car. But a luxury brand like, say, Bugatti won't do this. They will only sell something super expensive and nothing in between. And they form this cluster over here, where a single car can cost millions of dollars. And because that brand can't be bought for a lot less, people actually pay that amount. The recipe for exclusivity are these three things. Make it really difficult for someone to buy something. Target everyone so society sees it as a status symbol. And never ever give discounts. And this brings us to the luxury paradox. Think about it, a corporation wants to earn more profit every single year, and the simple way to do that is by selling more product at a higher price. But a luxury maker can't actually do that. He has to sell the illusion of exclusivity, saying, I can't give you this, you have to be worthy of my product. Yet, it has to maximize profit. And if it's done really right, because it's not as simple as I say this, you can actually create some of the most richest companies in the world and some of the richest founders in the world. To sustain this luxury paradox, it's part of their business to make sure the supply is always less. For example, this company Richmond actually destroyed its own watch collection because it wasn't sold, worth millions of dollars. It even went to its retail partners and bought back the watches that were not sold. Burberry did the exact same thing.
Well, Burberry is going to very extreme lengths, has destroyed $37 million worth.
So the second secret is money can't buy these goods. But to understand how this is even created, all of this illusion, you need to understand the third secret. And it starts with a really interesting social experiment.
We built a fake luxury store in Los Angeles and filled it with Payless shoes.
Maybe this is my next business model.
They're elegant, sophisticated.
I just think it's so classy.
And I could tell it was made with high quality material.
These fashionistas actually paid $200, $400, and even $600 for Payless shoes.
So wait a minute, people paid $600 for Payless shoes that usually cost $19.99. Why would someone pay 30 times more for the exact same product? The brain does something interesting. It makes a shortcut to understand what a brand stands for in seconds. Like the Palessi example, here are a few things that made it look like a luxury brand. Like the name sounds Italian, the lighting looks exclusive, the people shopping there look expensive. Even the way that this statue looks, oh my god, this place does not look cheap. And of course, if you have a look at the pricing, you know it's expensive. Even the salespeople don't look like normal salesmen. It looks like they're doing you a favor by talking to you for buying their own product. Brand perception may be more important than quality. And we have a research paper to actually back this up. This was done for Zara products, and it basically said for purchase intention, only 13.3% is product quality. The rest, you guessed it, is brand image. So if I had to create my own luxury brand, this is the formula I would use. Perception is everything. So luxury brands are basically selling you status, but status has changed through time. Soldiers of Sparta, bishops of Rome, and poets of Weimar. You could never buy to get this position in society. You actually had to do a bunch of things to become that valuable. But now luxury brands can give you an opportunity to actually buy the status if you do the right things and get that admiration from everyone. But the interesting thing is, despite us making this video, all these people
बचपन से चाहिए था यार.
It shines, yaar. I just got promoted. It's a gift.
I saved for 2 years to get this.
21st birthday. I deserve it.
By the amount of compliments I got, crazy.
I mean, it's the latest one, na?
यार sexy लग रहा था.
they'll still buy the product.